a fighter that felt too advanced to be real. Every major science fiction blockbuster seems to feature a stealth fighter so futuristic, so advanced. It feels like it has been plucked from the distant future. But in the real world, a fighter like that existed, the YF-23 Black Widow II. This aircraft wasn't just a technological marvel, it was a vision of what air combat could be. With its sleek, unconventional design and capabilities that pushed the boundaries of engineering, the YF-23 stood out even in an era defined by Cold War innovation. Yet, despite its promise, it faded into obscurity, leaving many to wonder, why was such a promising aircraft set aside? To uncover the full story of the YF-23, we must journey back to the height of the Cold War, examine the Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, and delve into the technology and decisions that shaped its brief yet impactful existence. The Cold War, fueling technological ambition. The 1980s marked the height of the Cold War, a period of relentless competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. This competition spanned economics, politics, and technology, but the skies were perhaps the most hotly contested battlefield. Both nations poured resources into developing advanced aircraft that could establish air superiority. For the United States, maintaining dominance meant staying a step ahead of Soviet innovations. By the mid-1980s, the U.S. Air Force recognized that its fleet of F-15 Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons, which had been state-of-the-art in their time, was nearing obsolescence in the face of rapidly advancing threats. The Air Force sought a new generation of aircraft capable of meeting three key requirements. 1. Stealth, the ability to evade enemy radar detection, enabling first strike capability in hostile airspace. 2. Supercruise, sustained supersonic flight without relying on afterburners, offering speed and efficiency. 3. Agility, exceptional maneuverability to dominate dogfights and evade enemy missiles. This need led to the establishment of the Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, an ambitious initiative to design the next-generation air superiority fighter. The stakes were high. Whichever design succeeded would shape the future of U.S. air combat for decades. Northrop versus Lockheed, a duel of giants. The ATF program attracted proposals from several aerospace manufacturers, but the competition ultimately narrowed to two: Northrop Corporation and Lockheed Corporation. Northrop, renowned for its work on the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, introduced the YF-23 Black Widow II, while Lockheed, in partnership with Boeing and General Dynamics, presented the YF-22, which would later evolve into the F-22 Raptor. The YF-23, a masterpiece of stealth and speed. Northrop's YF-23 was unlike anything the aviation world had seen. Its diamond-shaped wings, blended fuselage, and lack of traditional vertical stabilizers gave it a futuristic appearance. Every aspect of the design prioritized stealth. By minimizing its radar cross-section, the YF-23 could slip through enemy defenses unnoticed. The jet's engines were placed deep within the airframe, and the exhaust nozzles were carefully shielded to reduce heat emissions and radar reflections. Advanced composite materials were used extensively, not only to lighten the aircraft but also to absorb radar waves. These innovations made the YF-23 one of the stealthiest aircraft ever built. Powering the YF-23 were two engines, either the Pratt & Whitney YF-119 or the General Electric YF-120, depending on the prototype. Both engines allowed the aircraft to achieve supercruise, reaching speeds of Mach 1.6 without afterburners and potentially exceeding Mach 2.5 with them. This combination of speed and stealth made the YF-23 a formidable contender. The YF-22, agility and reliability. In contrast, Lockheed's YF-22 took a more conventional approach. While it also incorporated stealth features, its emphasis was on maneuverability. The aircraft featured thrust-vectoring nozzles, which redirected engine thrust to enhance agility during high-stress maneuvers. This capability was particularly advantageous in dogfights, where quick reactions could mean the difference between life and death. The YF-22's design was less radical than the YF-23's. It retained traditional tail surfaces and used proven technologies, which made it a safer, more practical choice in the eyes of some decision-makers. The testing phase, proving ground for innovation. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, both prototypes underwent rigorous testing to evaluate their performance, reliability, and alignment with Air Force requirements. Northrop built two YF-23 prototypes, nicknamed Gray Ghost and Spider, while Lockheed constructed its own pair of YF-22 prototypes, Stealth and Speed. The YF-23 excelled in tests of stealth and speed. Its diamond-shaped wings and blended body significantly reduced its radar cross-section, making it virtually invisible to enemy radar. The aircraft's top speed exceeded Mach 2.5, and its supercruise capability allowed it to maintain supersonic speeds without afterburners, a critical advantage in fuel efficiency and stealth, agility and practicality. However, the YF-22 proved to be more agile. Its thrust-vectoring nozzles enabled tighter turns and quicker responses, making it better suited for close-range air combat. While the YF-23 prioritized stealth and speed, the YF-22 offered a balance of stealth, speed, and agility. Challenges faced by the YF-23. Despite its groundbreaking design, the YF-23 encountered significant challenges during testing. One notable incident involved the windscreen of the Gray Ghost prototype shattering during a high-speed flight at Mach 1.5. Although the inner polycarbonate layer held, preventing a catastrophic failure, the incident raised concerns about the aircraft's structural reliability. Other issues included engine malfunctions and fuel system problems, which occasionally required emergency landings. These technical setbacks, while not uncommon in prototype development, contributed to the perception that the YF-23 was a riskier choice. The final decision. By April 1991, the Air Force had evaluated both prototypes extensively. While the YF-23 was praised for its stealth and speed, the YF-22's agility, reliability, and lower cost ultimately tipped the scales in its favor. On April 23, 1991, the Air Force announced that the YF-22 would become the basis for the next-generation air superiority fighter. Several factors influenced this decision. Operational risk. The YF-23's radical design introduced greater uncertainty, while the YF-22 used more proven technologies. Cost. The YF-23 was perceived as more expensive to develop and maintain. Agility. The YF-22's thrust-vectoring nozzles gave it a clear edge in maneuverability, which was deemed crucial for air combat. The legacy of the YF-23. Although the YF-23 never entered production, it left a lasting legacy. Its innovative design and advanced stealth technology provided valuable lessons for future aircraft development. Many of the techniques and materials pioneered in the YF-23 found their way into subsequent projects, including the development of next-generation stealth bombers and drones. Today, the two YF-23 prototypes are preserved in aviation museums, where they serve as reminders of a bold vision for the future of air combat. Among aviation enthusiasts, the YF-23 is celebrated as a masterpiece of engineering, a glimpse of what might have been. Why the YF-23 still matters. The YF-23 story is one of innovation, ambition, and the challenges of pushing boundaries. It represents the pinnacle of Cold War-era aerospace engineering and serves as a testament to human ingenuity. While it may not have entered service, its impact on the aviation industry and its enduring appeal among enthusiasts ensure that the Black Widow II will not be forgotten. The debate over whether the YF-23 should have been chosen continues to spark discussion among historians, engineers, and aviation fans. Perhaps it wasn't just a matter of which aircraft was better, but which aircraft was the safer bet. The YF-22's victory marked the beginning of the F-22 Raptor's dominance, but the YF-23 remains a symbol of what could have been, a fighter jet that truly felt like it came from the future. Despite its loss, the YF-23 remains a symbol of engineering excellence.